there, I'm Chris-Rachael with the Austin Post and Fanboy TV, and we're out here with our segment, Made in Austin. Today we're talking to ceiling fan signs, which is exactly what it sounds like. So what inspired you to decide, you know what I need to do with a ceiling fan? Make it into a sign.
Yeah, that was like 27 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had my Radio Shack color computer, and I was controlling a little LED, turning it on and off, and I was making it go on and off, and I wasn't sure if it was flashing. It was flashing very fast, so I picked it up and I made it go in a circle, and I had a circle of dots, and I just put 2 fan signs in my house, or 2 ceiling fans in my house, and I go, oh, yeah, I can do this. So, 10 years later, I was married again, and I had nothing to do, so I started building it. That was 16 years ago, and it's evolved to this product now.
These are really impressive. Go ahead and take a look.
If you can, I don't know if you can see that. It's pretty close to the camera.
Which I'm trying to prompt her to.
Yeah.
Can you actually get that? I mean, we'll do some cutting with this one. Can you actually get the sign in?
You can see the side.
Oh, okay.
The
great.
frame rate is pretty strange. It's 12 frames per second, and the camera can sometimes give you a Doppler effect.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out.
Yeah.
So back to questions. So tell me a little bit about the actual technology that you use to make these signs.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm from Missouri City, which is close to Houston. And but I came to Maker Faire 2008. I came last year to Mini Maker. And my fan power supply died from the heat, so I had to redesign. But that allowed me to get a green sign. It's great. So every problem is, opportunity. And these it uses a Scilabs, a Silicon Laboratories microcontroller, which was a variant of the 8051, which was developed here. The Scilabs developed their variant here in Austin. And it's a very high-speed one, which is what I like. And these green LEDs actually are made in North Carolina. They're made in the United States. The only LED that's made in the United States.
Interesting.
And they're very nice. They're very bright, and they're made for signs. But it's been a long time. This is the 8th iteration of this design.
So what do people tend to use these for?
They don't. It's odd. I've told people I sold one to a guy in Indiana who had to have it. He sent me cash through Walmart. I shipped it to him, and I Googled his address after I shipped it, and it female escort service. So I'm not sure what it's used for. I'm just not sure.
So you said this is the 8th iteration. What have you been doing with them over time?
Well, the first one was one set of LEDs with one EEPROM and a reed switch with a magnet, and you could see it in a black room, a room with no light. So it became multiple LEDs, multiple blades. In 2008, there was an 8-blade version, which had 32 pixels, twice as many pixels as this, and it looked great. It was 24 frames per second, but it was not reproducible, and it was very expensive. But so now this is...
About how much does one of these cost?
If I was going to sell them, if I sold them for $800, I could build these in my garage and be happy.
Okay.
But to go mass production, the design would have to change again. And I have the next iteration in my head, and it will change again by next year. It's probably going to go Wi-Fi, and it's going to go text message from your phone, and it's probably going to be in a lot of singles bars. I mean, I can't predict. I don't know.
Well, thank you so much.